It's more confusing than Inception, harder than an erection. It's cooler than Andre 3000. Oh, let's get ready for Sweet Connection.
Hello and welcome to Sweet Connection. I'm your host, Kat. With me today, as always, Jason Lewis. Jason, you just had a sip of my homebrew. You haven't had a sip of it yet? No. Go on. Let the first thing you say on the show be a one-sip review of my homebrew beer.
All I'll say before I drink it
is that it looks magnificent.
Well, there's no head to this beer, so it does look like
piss. Really
dehydrated piss. It smells good. But I remember last time I tried some, I said it smelled good, and I didn't drink it, so...
I can tell by the face, this is not going to be a positive review. He's going for a second sip. It can't be that bad.
I don't know. I'll come back to you.
Okay. You're going to have to drink two more before you finally... But clearly, if it was bad, you wouldn't have gone for a second sip.
Exactly. It's not
by definition.
Awful, but is it good?
Well, Laura thinks it's the best batch. I think that's my sixth batch. Fifth or sixth batch. And Laura thinks it's one of the best ones. Oh, you pulled a face there. Which would suggest it's not.
Out of 10,
yeah,
I'd give it a 3.
Fuck off! If it was a 3, you wouldn't have gone back for... No, give me a genuine... Because I do not accept 3
I'm
as valid.
Freaked out there's no head to it anymore.
Yeah, but that's because I didn't shake it up. I mean, I can put heads on it. Just shake the bottle up a bit.
I'm not a really big beer drinker. I've started drinking beers. I like beer Moretti and Beck's and all that normal stuff. What type of beer is this?
It's like a real ale type beer.
Oh, I've never really had real ale.
Well, so. I'd say for a real ale, it's pretty
Is it
normal.
fizzier than it should be for a real ale?
No, you just said there's no head on it.
Yeah, but it's still quite fizzy when you drink it.
Whatever.
Well, as I've not really had any other real ales, that's the best and the worst real ale I've ever had since records began.
I'll take it. Anyway, on with the show. How have you been?
Yeah, all right. Yeah. Sorry. I forgot what we were doing. Yeah, I'm all right.
You're not trying to record a podcast.
Yeah, sorry.
It's not just,
sorry.
You're just staring at my beer like it's the holy grail.
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So, what have you been up to for the past 3 weeks? Oh, we're getting better. Normally, it's been a month for the previous 2 episodes.
What have I been doing?
3 weeks.
Went to the pub.
Yep. How'd you find that?
It was raining. I went to a restaurant outside and it was raining.
Yeah, we're not so good at al fresco dining in this country.
You'll like this, though. I'll tell you what I'm doing in the future. I'm going to play squash tomorrow.
Are you?
I am.
Have you played squash against me?
No, but we need to set it up. Because we're talking
what's the point? Because I'm quite good at squash.
You'll be surprised. I'm not bad.
I'll be surprised. Okay, well, here's the thing. You get better... Because I need someone to play squash at. Because since I moved companies, I can no longer play squash on my lunch break against, like, the big bosses. You know, and, like, have, like, an hour, 45-minute lunch.
Did you?
Yes, we shower. I've been through this on the show. I saw many of my managers naked. But unfortunately, no one in my current company plays squash. So if you want to play squash, I'll play squash. But you have to get better. I'm not going to just go there just to thrash you.
I know the rules, and I know...
Do you know the rules?
Yeah, of course I do. And I'm actually quite good at it. I played it all through GCCPE on that.
I do not remember you ever playing squash at GCCPE.
I only met you in sixth form. GCCPE
I think we met before. Okay, fine.
Anyway, so I've done it through GCCPE. And I
Where did you play that? Because there was no squash courts in the school.
We had to pay £6 extra to go and play it at the sports centre a term. £6 a term to play it every week for a term.
It's not bad, to be fair.
No, exactly. And then I played it a lot leaving sixth form afterwards. And then I played it a couple of months ago against my father-in-law and thrashed him. And he's quite the sportsman. Yeah, I'm all right at squash. Obviously, my fitness isn't great. And that's the whole reason I want to play squash, because I'm a fat fucker. And squash is very
good cardiovascular.
Last time I played squash against my father-in-law, I beat him, and by the middle of the second,
you beat your father. Yeah, but okay, fine.
Anyway, I know what you're going to say. By the end of the second,
that's not bad. I wasn't saying anything bad.
I mean, he's quite the sportsman. I'm quite the sportsman. It's all right.
Sorry, you cannot claim with a straight face that quote unquote you are quite the sportsman. Fuck off.
Anyway,
I nearly let that pass.
I'm quite the power lifter.
I'm quite the real ale drinker.
Yeah. But by the end of the second set, I was seeing spots, and I quite like that about squash. That it pushes you to the edge. So yeah,
You didn't run into the wall, did you?
No,
I've done that a few times.
I got some rackets. I brought some court shoes. I've got the lot.
Have you?
Yeah.
I've got court shoes. I've got 2 rackets.
Yeah, 3 balls.
Yeah. Have you got any sweatbands?
No,
have you got any headbands?
I just dab it on my shirt. And then my shirt gets filthy because I'm a fucking disgusting mess.
Gross.
But yeah, I'll play squash with you.
Okay, well, get good, and then I'll play. Because I haven't played in quite a while, obviously, because we haven't been able to play in the UK. But now that we are opening up, friend of the show, Will, is also a bit of a squash player, so I'll be playing him at squash.
Nice. Well, I'm taking my nephew tomorrow, who's 14, and trying to get into the sport. And then I've got my brother-in-law, my father-in-law, my other brother-in-law, and another nephew that want to play. So I'm going to...
Okay, no, you got a little squash league going on.
So I'm going to start up an inter-family squash league if you want to be a part of it. So that's 6 of us.
Possibly, yeah. All depends also, when it is. My schedule's a bit...
Oh, sorry.
It's fine. Well, no, sorry. I do other stuff. I train powerlifting and...
It was also you train. Look at that gut.
Fuck off. I trained on Saturday, you fucker.
Anyway, you're a man of many hobbies, as we know. Mm-hmm. And also, I was thinking of buying a shield that, like, you normally have yearly winners, like a plaque.
A plaque, yeah.
I think I'm getting a plaque and have monthly winners.
You should do the same thing that I'd done at my last company, where you have, like, a little trophy and it's basically winner stays on. So let's say that you have like a little tournament and let's say that you win the tournament. You keep playing until someone beats you. He takes the trophy and it's like a boxing heavyweight type thing.
Yeah, but I want to get it engraved. That's why I was thinking of a plaque.
Don't get it engraved. No, just have Jason Lewis's family current squash champion or whatever, because then everyone gets to have it.
Yeah, but how funny would it be to have like a plaque engraved and have it on my mantelpiece? So people are like, oh wow, you're quite the sportsman. And I'll go, yeah. And people actually believe me, unlike you, like just now. See,
because they're not going to read what the plaque says, which is Jason Louis' family. And then they'll be like, why is there someone else? Who's that Ben Cattermole? He's not even part of the family.
And he won 14 years in a row.
There's no other names on this plaque.
Well, it's on my mantelpiece. I need to get a mantelpiece as well, actually.
But first buy a mantelpiece, then buy something to put on the mantelpiece.
Then win squash.
Then no, you get good at squash, and I'll play at squash. Yeah, but I have played for quite a while, so look, I don't want to play you now because it would be. You say that I'm pretty good at squash, so
I'm full of wind because of this beer. I am quite good. I'll send you a video.
Send me a video.
Thrashing a 14-year-old.
Sorry, can we please not take that quote out of context? I'll send you a video of me thrashing a 14-year-old
at squash,
and then we play squash.
My nephew, you sick fuck.
Okay, anyway, I'm definitely up for that.
Yeah, what have you been up to?
Oh, good question. Well, not a lot really. Obviously, we're still in the process of selling the house, but hopefully, we're getting towards the thick end of that. So.
Yeah, I've heard nothing.
But that's good, though, isn't it?
That is good news.
That's good news because obviously you're the agent who the people are buying our house from. As they say, no news is good news.
Yeah, all the updates I've had are from you.
Other than that, as you say, I am a bit of a sportsman, but I was thinking of actually taking up some more sports, or maybe another sport.
How?
I'm going to have to cut a certain sport from my itinerary, which then frees up space. 2 possible sports.
And metal detecting.
I haven't started metal detecting just yet.
Stamp collecting.
I'm never doing that. Anyway.
Coin collecting.
Should me fucking finish.
Your dodgy hard drive.
It is a head-to-head contest between 2 sports. I booked in for a taster session at the local rowing club.
Oh, you're such a fucking Tory.
And also, I'm going to retry doing judo, because I used to do judo, didn't I? Back in the day. That was back in the day before I knew you. I used to do judo. I was pretty good. I was local county champion, I think you'll find. So I was pretty good.
Is that supposed to make me erect? Or?
Well,
because I am.
I'm just a bit of a sportsman, really. It's going to be between those 2.
I'm a bit of a sportsman, and I'm quite good
get to say that.
Sitting.
Yeah. So, I'm going to give both of them a try. At the moment in my head, I think judo has the advantage, because with rowing, it's basically just the same movement over and over again, isn't it? Like rowing, like when you watch the Cambridge versus Oxford boat race.
I don't watch it because I'm not a Tory.
I don't watch it either, but...
sounds like you do.
I don't watch it either, but I know what it is because I've been alive for the past 26 years. So it's like a 6-man boat, and it's got a 7th person who doesn't row, who's called the Cox.
That's you.
COX, who just shouts, stroke, 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 as you row
Whilst
the oars.
The man in the hospital bed says, stop mocking me.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So the Cox says stroke. But the thing with rowing is that I'll give it a go, and I've booked in for a taster session. But...
Where?
We live by the sea, Jason. There's a club.
You're such a Tory.
Okay.
Anyway, but the thing is... Like,
so, I haven't fucking finished yet. What do you say anyway?
Rowing is new, and judo you've done before.
Yeah.
But you do kayaking.
That's the thing. And also, because rowing is on a Saturday morning, that's prime time where I like to go kayaking. And at least when you do kayaking, you're at least facing the way that you're going. Whereas rowing, you just got your back to where you're going, sort of thing. And so, I'll give it a go.
Yeah, that must be tricky.
I'll give it a go, but in my head, it's just like, well, literally, as soon as you learn how to, pull the oar, that's basically it. But at least doing judo, you get to go through the belts and you get to spar and stuff. Yeah. So I'll give it both a go.
I have an idea for you.
You could do judo with me.
No, I can't.
It's on a Monday night.
I could do sumo wrestling. I have a suggestion for you.
Go on then.
And I don't mean this in an offensive way, but I do. You are the perfect height for this. Yeah. Why don't you take up horse riding?
Fuck off. How am I the perfect height for it?
Because you're a midget, like a jockey.
But I'm surprisingly heavy. I'm heavier than you.
It's not a surprise.
I'm heavier than you, okay?
I doubt it right now.
Would you make a good... How much do you weigh at the
moment?
No,
I wouldn't make a good jockey because I'm 6'1", whereas you're 5'2".
But you're lighter than me, so by definition, it'll be less for the horse to carry.
Yeah, but it's
all How much do you weigh?
Just shy of 17 stone.
Well, I am 17 stone, so by definition, I am...
that makes me feel a bit better.
So you would be the better jockey.
Yeah, but why are you shaking your head like you're fucking... I don't know, fucking Parkinson's. This beer is giving me proper wind.
Brilliant.
That's taking it down a score.
No, as I've said, I'm not taking up horse riding. I hate horses. I want them all made into glue.
Aren't horses so arrogant?
I wouldn't say they're arrogant.
Nah, horses are right arrogant fuckers. Don't like them.
I think it's the people riding them who are arrogant.
And every person at school who is a horse person is a fucking weirdo.
That's a fact.
And that makes horses arrogant because they turn teenage girls into fucking weirdos. They're nonces. They're noncy, arrogant pricks is what horses are. And, all horses can go fuck themselves.
Sweet connection telling you to go and fuck yourself.
At least it wasn't me this week. That's
yeah,
good.
Well, you're just a jockey.
That's fine. That's good. So
I'm glad we have a mutual hatred for horses.
Yeah, that's good. So yeah, I'll give them both a go, and I'll let you know what I pick.
Yeah, I think you should do judo.
That fits in with my schedule better. Although I did look, and they've changed the weight classes a bit since I last joined. And if I competed now, I'd be in the super heavyweight category. I'd be in the category where there's no upper weight limit. So there's me at approximately 107 kilos in the over 100 kilo class, but I could be fighting someone who weighs 207 kilos.
So would it be worth trying to lose 8 kilos?
No, fuck that. Underneath? Fuck that. I'm not doing that. Screw that.
Would it?
No, I'm not going to... No,
if you weren't a powerlifter and all that jazz that you do, and opera singing, whatever it is,
yeah,
then would it be worth...
Yeah, sure. Yeah, but then if I lost 8 kilos, I'd lose a lot of
surely
strength on my
rowers
list.
Like 6'5", barely any...
But we'll soon find out, won't we, when I go there?
You don't fit in the boat.
It's only a taster session. Either that, or seeing as I'm too heavy, the boat tilts towards. So they have to get the other 5 guys on one side and me on the one side. Cock. No, the cox is at the end.
Yeah,
it's at the stern of the ship, if you will. Okay.
You do your fair play. You do your research.
The stern is the back, the bow is the front, port is left, starboard is right. It's not that difficult.
Yeah, but I couldn't give a shit, so I don't look into it.
Fair enough.
So we're taking up new sports. Nice.
Yeah, nice. So let's see how good you are after your practice at squash. Because
I'm already.
I used to be in the local squash league.
Oh, wow, fucking hell.
Well, that's more than...
Can I get your autograph?
Well, that's more... I used to be in League One, very briefly. There's 4 leagues, and then if you came top, you then get promoted.
Right, but we live in a retirement town, so everyone you're playing against was definitely over age of 60.
I mean, to be fair, one person I played against was 74. But I beat him most of the time.
He's still in a coma.
Hooked up to one of those IV drips. Anyway, so what else has happened recently? You were on another podcast.
I wasn't on another... I knew this would get you angry. I wasn't on another podcast.
That's a lie, because I literally saw it.
I was on... It's not a podcast. It was an interview.
So you were on a type of pre-recorded show that gets put out on the internet. That sounds very much like a podcast.
It was 4 minutes long.
I'm somewhat of an expert in the matter.
It was 4 minutes long, and it was for a company because I'm so famous. And it was to promote the show. Thank you very much. So sorry for doing a bit of promo.
That was not to promote this show. That was to promote your work. And you were sucking yourself off doing how well you were doing.
Because I'm a
blah 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 baller.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, I knew that. Yeah.
So was that more fun than this show? I mean, you didn't tell the other person to go fuck themselves, which is disappointing. I thought you just like slipped that in right at the end.
So it was a Zoom call and it was an interview. So if we had a virus, a pandemic, it would have just been a chat and it had been written down in the paper. But we're in the waiting room to start, and the woman goes, she said my name 4 or 5 times, and I was like, "You all right?" She goes, "Yeah, I'm just remembering your name." I was like, please do.
You can just write it down on a piece of paper.
It says under my face on the screen.
That's very true. Oh, speaking of that, I saw a headline. I didn't read the actual thing, but I saw a headline. You know, obviously because of the pandemic, like court cases are being done over Zoom.
Yeah.
And there was a bloke who forgot to change his Zoom name, and he was the one who was being tried, and his Zoom name was like Cockmuncher 3000 or something like that. And the judge saw that and absolutely started ripping into him.
Oh no.
It's amazing. Anyway, yeah, that's good.
Goodness me.
But what's happened? I got a new passport.
Is it a beautiful blue passport?
It's a blue Brexit passport.
Oh, no.
Unlike our old European purple ones, this is now a Brexit means Brexit passport. Would you like to have a look at it? It's quite fancy.
Did you apply to get it, or did you just...
Do you mean, do I apply? Of course you apply to get a passport. They don't just send you one.
Well, I thought...
How are they going to get a photo of you?
Well, use your old one, is what I thought.
No, you have to update it.
Right, hold on.
What?
Right.
Use your old one. Okay,
Mate.
So basically... If you got a passport when you were 7, they just keep using that photo until you're 27. What are you talking about?
Well, did your last one expire?
Yes, that's why I got a new one.
Right.
Why the fuck would I have gotten a new one if it hadn't expired?
Because you scream English Defence League, so you're probably buzzing to get this blue passport.
I mean,
my
photo does look a little bit
these are
white supremacist.
These are quite nice, aren't they? These are nice. You're born in Claydon, you fucking foreigner.
I mean, that's only 20 minutes away, but hey, why not?
This is nice, isn't it?
It's a good one.
I keep saying beautiful blue passport. Do you know what I'm on about?
What? No.
Wow. You are so behind on internet trends.
What does it mean? Oh,
so
is it even worth explaining?
Yeah, so you know...
fucking hell.
Have you ever seen any of these videos where it's a celebrity and they answer Google questions about them?
Yes.
So they'll
I've seen it. It's Wired, isn't
Boris Johnson done one.
Oh, fuck him.
And it was something about... does Brexit mean my passport expires? And he goes, no, but it does mean you're entitled to a beautiful blue passport. And it's like takes the piss out of him because things he says are fucking ridiculous because he is a borderline Nazi,
lying,
dangerous man,
cheating, getting people to pay for his wallpaper illegally, type of guy.
Lies to the Queen, and no one lies to Queen.
Fuck the Queen.
Fuck off. Get out. That poor woman's going through so much right now.
That poor... She's the richest... Well, you know what? We went through this last week. I'm not going over old ground.
No,
but the Queen is a bitch, and I stand by that. Anyway, moving on.
Go fuck yourself times 2.
It doesn't matter. You only get one. You have no power here.
So as soon as I get rid of it, you turn into a massive cunt.
What else has happened recently? Oh, here's a good topic. What's going on in the Middle East at the moment?
I don't know. I'm a bit confused.
Hamas.
Who's the bad people?
That's fucking. That's
you know the Mitchell and Webb scene where it's the Nazis and they're like, are we the bad guys?
With the baddie, yeah. Well,
who is the bad people?
Well, that's the complicated thing
because I don't really know enough about this topic
is that
to talk
they're
about
both kind of bad. Sometimes one is worse than the other. I'm not going to actually get into it because we all literally have people. But out of Israel and Palestine, they both commit very bad things. One is arguably worse
religion-based,
than the other. It's mostly religion. It's basically, I think it all started off after World War I and World War II, because basically the winners of those wars basically redrew the map of the region.
Yeah.
And they gave certain land... You know how small Israel is?
Yeah.
Israel was a very strong economic country. It is fucking tiny.
And it's...
The space
it's a Jewish country, isn't it?
Well, I don't know the ins and outs. They're mainly Jewish because I think Jerusalem is.
Where Jesus
that's the
lived.
thing.
He wasn't born.
He wasn't born there. He was born in Bethlehem. It's just called the Holy City. But the thing is, it isn't just Jews. That is a holy city for Christians and also Muslims. So you've got the big 3 religions mixing in a way.
Being lied to.
Let's not go there. I mean. It's what I believe, but this isn't the purpose. I'm not Ricky Gervais. I'm not going to go taking the piss out of everyone who is religious.
My God is bigger than your God.
Exactly. But, yeah, that's...
Yeah, I'm a bit confused by it all. And then there's lots of footballers over the last few games that have got out flags of the Palestine flag, which is a very. I don't know enough.
Well,
and the problem you've got is. Well, I don't really know what.
Here's the thing, right? Because you said who's the bad guy, and the answer is it depends at what point you start measuring it from.
Yeah.
Because this conflict has been going on for about 70 years. So if you start from last week, one country will be the bad guy because they started it. You start 2 years earlier. So it really depends where you want to start.
Yeah.
They both do.
And what's
they
happened
both
this
sometimes
week,
do
one
things.
bombed the other and then the other retaliated.
They're both bombing each other.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's a very complicated scenario, and it's been going on for 70 years.
We are not the right people to talk about.
But I think so far we've done a pretty respectful job. We haven't come out and said this country is a good country and this is not, because it's more complicated than that. We're more nuanced than that.
Didn't even know Palestine was a country until this week.
Oh, that's good.
No, it's all very bad, and it would be. Isn't there? You remember the school planners that we used
Fucking
to get?
hell! How I'm interested to see how you're connecting this.
I don't know if your school ever had this.
Are you connecting the Israel-Palestine conflict to our old sixth form school planners?
I'll get there.
Fucking God, I can't wait for this.
In our planners in like year 8 or something, they used to have facts at the bottom.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure one fact that said in the history of mankind, there's only been world peace for a period of like 7 months or something like that.
Right. I would even argue that's probably wrong.
I don't even know.
I don't think there's been world peace ever.
No. Shall I Google it?
Let's not Google. I don't care that much.
That's quite the question to Google, isn't it? I don't know if Google has the answers. Has there?
What do you ask Bing?
Ask Jeeves. He seems like
Ask
a reputable guy.
Jeeves.
Has there ever been?
Is that still on? Ask Jeeves.
Peace. That's actually one thing that's. Oh, here you go. Oh, 7 months is a bit different to this. Of the past 3,400 years, humans have been entirely at peace for 268 of them. 8%. So I said 7 months. It was actually 8%. So that's close.
I would, but what is peace? Because there's murder and tribal warfare going on all the time.
Yeah, there's one neighbour hating another neighbour.
Exactly,
What is...
one podcast host hating the other podcast host? It's just ongoing. It's just natural.
World peace.
Can we move on?
More big story.
God then.
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates is getting a divorce.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be literally the most expensive divorce.
Yeah, it's good.
Ever.
What about the Bezos one? That was pretty bad. Jeff Bezos.
Shit. Yeah, good point. But somehow he bounced back and is still either the richest or second richest after... Like, him and Elon Musk...
must overtake each other all the time, don't they?
Yeah, but also recently Elon Musk lost a load. It isn't like they literally have 100 billion in the bank. It's like how much their stocks and shares and companies are worth, and they fluctuate. Because I know Elon Musk...
He does lost cryptocurrency, doesn't he?
Yeah, but he lost some money because he came out and said some cryptocurrency is not good.
Dogecoin said it was like what you'd...
No, it was Bitcoin. And he lost some... Anyway, it doesn't matter. Like, they're both richer than us.
Yeah. I wonder if Bill Gates needs a young gay lover. I'll be up for that.
Do you want to explain your reasoning for that statement?
Quite rich.
Why a gay lover? I mean, he's been married to a woman for God knows how long.
If he was to give me some money for him to sleep in bed with him, no touching. How much would Bill Gates have to pay you to kiss you on the lips?
I don't know. £7.
Ben, this beer is
£7.50. It's awful.
It's just giving me wind.
Don't blame that.
How much would Bill Gates have to pay you monthly for you to go live with him on his massive estate that he has?
Do I have to sleep with him?
I have to sleep in the same bed as him.
I don't want to.
Or it's 2 single beds, but they're like inches apart.
I don't want to move house.
You could quit your job, play squash.
Well, no, I wouldn't because I couldn't take Laura, could I? Fuck, I'm not answering this, Jason. This is not what this podcast's about.
100 grand a month, I reckon I'd do it. And then I'd run away. I think how much money I'd have. I'd run away after.
Well, it depends after how many months did you run away from. But
have you seen a lot of people who like Instagram message Bill Gates saying, "You okay, hun? Here if you need to talk."
Yeah.
But apparently it turns out apparently he's quite the serial cheat has all been coming out. Which you wouldn't expect from a little wacky nerd like him, would you?
He's a cool nerd though. He made nerds cool when he became the richest person in the world.
Yeah. One day.
Yeah. Anyway, shall we play Would You Rather to finish off the show?
Go on then.
A year with no ears, a life with no spleen. There's no option in between. Binary choice is what we're after. This part is called Would You Rather.
So,
would you rather be smacked in the face by Bill Gates or Elon Musk?
Well, that isn't. Oh, okay, fair enough. Oh God, what difference does it make? It makes no difference.
Whose face are you making eye contact with whilst they?
You know what? I don't like Elon Musk, so I'm going to have to go with Bill Gates.
Do you not like him?
No, he's a bellend.
He's a bit weird.
Remember when those boys got stuck in that cave in Thailand?
Oh yeah.
Remember that? And there was a British diver
yeah,
who could help out, who was like a specialist.
Yeah.
And Elon Musk called him a pedo for no apparent reason.
Yeah. Funny though, isn't it?
I mean, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But, okay. Who would get spunked in the face in?
Neither, because I don't...
I answer the question.
Wherever you go up to, mate.
Fucking well.
I don't know why I'd ever be in that position.
Anyway, back to the official...
Don't know why you'd ask such a weird question.
Okay, so... Obviously, at the moment, there is a great vaccination push in the UK.
Got mine on Friday.
Yeah, no one cares. So, my question is, would you rather get vaccinated every day for a month or never have had a vaccine? Because you have to assume that if you get vaccinated every day for a month, that's 30 vaccines for 30 different things.
Oh, so it's not just the COVID vaccine?
No, it's not that 30 times. No,
right,
all different ones. But you would feel pretty rough after that. I mean, you'd be, obviously sometimes you can feel a bit sore and get a little bit sick temporarily, not majorly sick after vaccines.
But
that's
I reckon
the whole point.
if it's day after day after day, and you
imagine
haven't recovered,
and you know what, and in the same place in the arm, how sore is that? But that's the thing.
How swollen your arm would be.
Yeah. Or have never had any vaccines.
Never had, like, ever, like not even like the
not even through child, exactly. So,
because I was going to say never have a vaccine.
But then you would literally
all my childhood ones,
all the mumps, measles, polio. You don't have polio anymore, but all those ones. So you've got to go. Personally, I'd go for one a month.
Yeah, because one a day for a month.
One a day, yeah, because that would
you'd have to really, wouldn't you?
Otherwise, you're going to die of measles.
Yeah.
But
probably wouldn't be alive right now. Yeah, all our vaccines.
Yeah, probably not. Would you rather not go on holiday for 5 more years, or go on holiday to Israel right now?
Ben.
What?
You can't say that.
Sure I can. I can quite easily say that.
I wouldn't go on. I don't want to die, so I wouldn't go on holiday for 5 years.
Yeah, but there isn't a chance that you're definitely going to die if you go on holiday.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to risk it. I'm quite safe here, here.
I agree, but it depends how much you like your holidays.
Well, I've gone longer than 5 years without a holiday at some stage in my life because I don't have a great background. I wouldn't have a holiday for 5 years. Arthur would then be 7, so that'd be a good age to start taking on holidays. And I could save up for a good one. Easy. We'll go on holiday for 5 years.
Fair enough. I'd probably go to Israel.
Yeah, of course you would.
Yeah. I think it's worth getting...
You like a bit of drama.
I think it's worth getting bombed just to, go on holiday to Spain.
I really like the sunshine. The shrapnel just really...
But
fucking fireworks at this time of night. Coming over here trying to enjoy my holiday. I brought my beautiful blue passport.
That's good. Anyway, we're going to end the show there. So we're going to say...
You're quite the racist anyway.
Thank you. Don't say that, Jason. Can I say off the record, that is not true. So thank you everyone for listening, and stay safe. Shut up.
Control the virus.
Get vaccinated if you're off for it. And thank you for listening, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Ciao, dear.
So, Jason, where can you get more Sweet Connection in your life?
Well, Ben, we are on Facebook at Sweet Connection Podcast, and we're also on Twitter at SweetC_podcast. So you can give us a like or a follow.
And you can also find us on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, and Podbean. So if you enjoyed the show, you can give us a rating or a review or recommend to a friend.
And if you wanted to email in a topic or a question or just say hi, it's thesweetconnection@outlook.com.
Massive thanks to CIPP and Carlyle Laurent for all of our jingles. Thank you for listening, and catch you next time.